All right, well, good morning or afternoon or evening, whatever it is for you right now. I am so glad you are here. We're going to do a 3-minute takeaway today. So we got our mug that doesn't have coffee in it. And we are going to pull out one of these. Voice is cracking early in the morning. How to lead when everyone is frustrated. This will be a good one. How to lead when everyone is frustrated. Okay, got a few thoughts here. 3 minutes. I think one important thing is when everyone is frustrated, as the leader, you can't be. You can't be. I want you to remember, and it was probably one of the series, maybe 2 or 3 series ago, we talked about this, but there's a difference between a thermostat and a thermometer. A thermostat and a thermometer. A thermometer is going to take the temperature. It's going to go in. But as a leader, we want to be the thermostat. We want to go in and set the temperature. You are the example. If everyone is frustrated, you need to come in with clarity. You need to come in with calmness because you're the thermostat. My favorite leadership quote is from John Maxwell. He says, "A leader is one who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way." That's what you got to do. You got to know it. You got to revisit that clarity. You got to revisit that vision when you're frustrated. And that kind of falls into the camp of shared purpose as I'm thinking about it. Does the team have a shared purpose? Usually what I find is when things aren't clear, there's no clear shared purpose, leads to confusion, and confusion leads to frustration. And so what I would say as a leader is, where is everyone going? What are you trying to achieve? What's the vision? Because if you take that frustration and you add some vision to it and you get everybody on the same page and you guys get some dialogue going, well, you can clear up that confusion. So for you, you need to know the way. You need to get very, very clear on that vision. Then the second thing, you need to show the way. Sometimes that's having direct conversations with other leaders. Sometimes it's pulling people in and saying, hey, we're the example. I know this is frustrating you. I know you feel like this is the straw that's breaking the camel's back. But together, this is what we're trying to achieve, and we need to model excellence, which is about calling others to a higher standard. Sometimes we need to do that as leaders with the leaders beside us. And then we have to go the way. We have to go the way. As we're calling them to a higher standard, as we are clarifying and casting the vision, we've got to make sure we are setting the example. Because one thing I've found over time is that it's very easy to give in to negativity. It's very easy to be negative. You have to actually be intentional to be positive. So there's something called the 3-to-1 ratio. 16 seconds. 3-to-1 ratio. 3 positives for every 1 negative. This is going to go over it, and I'm just going to go over it. It's just how it's going to go today. It's kind of how it goes every time. But the 3-to-1 ratio has shown that it gets the best results in the relationships we have. 3 positives for every 1 negative. Now, I like to reframe a little bit of 3 encouragements for every 1 challenge. I want you to think about that in your family life. Are you always walking around and pointing out the negative? It's easy to do. And what does that do? That feeds the frustration. But what if you pointed out the positive? What if you encouraged? What if you got clarity in the vision for your family, your life, your church, your organization? And what if you championed the positive? That way, when you need to address something that's a challenge, or you need to address something that's negative, you address it in a very healthy way. It's like a bank account. You've made a lot of deposits before you make the withdrawal. These are your relationship accounts. And so when you're in an environment of frustration, I guess to sum it all up, when you're in an environment of frustration, how much negativity is there? How much are you participating in? Are you being the thermostat? Are you focusing on the positive, and are you clearly setting forth the vision? Shared purpose. Well, that's just some thoughts I had on that. If you're in an environment that is full of frustration, Be the leader who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. I'll see you tomorrow.